97.9, 105.5, KISS FM. I am listening to Liz, and I am so pumped. It is Wednesday, which means it's time for us to go green with Collis. In studio, I've got Allie from Fred of Collis & Sons. Good morning. How are you?
Hi, Liz. Great. How about you?
Doing so good. Happy to have you here. What are we doing again? It's our last Go Green, but for people who maybe missed, what have we been doing?
Yes. So because last week was Earth Day, all this month we've been going green and sharing tips on how people can take more environmentally friendly steps in their life. And a big part of that is that reuse.
Yes, reuse is a big one. And for both of us, we like to thrift.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's something that when we were talking about this, we really wanted to kind of cover because this is a small step that people can do that can help really reuse items that maybe other people, they're done with.
It really does make a huge impact.
Right. So would you like to introduce who we brought with you today?
I would love to.
Yeah.
So today we have Christina Mason with us from the Boutique on Main Street.
Hi, how are you doing?
Good.
So,
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Happy to have you here. And for people who are listening, what exactly is the Boutique on Main Street in Whitesboro, and what do you do?
So, the Boutique on Main Street is a women's consignment shop. So, it is a resale shop, pre-owned items, and I'm the owner. So, right now, it's a one-woman show. I am doing pretty much everything behind the scenes. And when women come in and ask what I'm looking for, I tell them pretty much anything a woman would love.
Yeah. So is that both household items and also clothing?
Yes.
Okay,
clothing, anything related to fashion. And also household items, small furnishings, home decor, and any of that kind of thing.
What made you get into this?
So one reason is I wanted to empower women. I've worked in human services and mental health over the years, and this was a career change when I opened the shop of March of last year. And another reason is the sustainability piece, the reuse piece. I think my whole life, reuse has been part of it. I lived in Florida as a kid. We went to flea markets. And then as I became an adult, I would buy a lot of used or reused things, a lot of times to save money or to find unique items. And then as I became a mother, I was looking to save money either more and make my money go a little farther. So that's just been a lifestyle for me.
Yeah. And I think because I'm a big thrifter, and at first it started because I really liked that I was saving money on these items that were, getting higher and higher in prices. But then when I actually really thought about what I was doing, I realized, there is so many clothes that go into landfills every single year. And by purchasing those items from thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, wherever you're going, you're able to give that piece of clothing another life.
I think that's huge.
Yeah.
When, with Amazon and different options out there, fast fashion has been huge. And I know for about a year, I did buy into that. And then I had to stop and think, oh my gosh, all of this clothes, it's not made well. It doesn't last. It ends up in the landfills.
Right.
And I had to take a look at what I was doing, and that's when I got really into the consignment and thrifting.
Yeah. And I think what's big too with consignment in particular is the fact that when you sell consignment, you can get money back, right?
Correct.
So for people who don't know how exactly that works, how does that work?
So a woman may call or come in the shop and she has items that she no longer uses and she's considering consigning. So the questions that they have are usually what is the percentage? So typically they would receive 40% of the selling price of an item, and it's priced, it goes out for a number of weeks, and then the selection changes. So it's always changing.
Yeah.
And there's always new items being put out. And then women at the end of their consignment, they can choose whether they want to pick up their items or if they can have them donated.
Yeah.
And so I get the opportunity on their behalf to donate items to local organizations like Emmaus House, the Rescue Mission, the Veterans Center. Also, any items that come in that maybe can't be reused, I would bring them to textile recycling places. And I love that I can do that.
I think that's what the cool part about it is. It's that added bonus of not only are you reusing, but maybe you're getting some money or you're able to give back even further with those items.
Right. And I think one of the coolest parts about the boutique on Main Street is that you could almost trade your wardrobe in a way. So if you bring your clothing in or household items to be consigned, then you can choose to either get your money back or keep the credit on your account and then pick out new items from the store.
Yeah.
So it's almost like trading the whole
clothes.
wardrobe. I love it.
And I think, so a big thing that you did comment on is that you have new things all the time. And the people who don't get it, when you thrift, or you go to consignment shops, you got to go pretty frequently to find those pieces that are like, oh, such a good find, right?
Yes.
And for you, like when you have people bring stuff in, you're looking at everything, right? The quality of them. You're making sure that they are good to go out and be sold, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like for some people that are like, if you go to the consignment shops, you know that there's a quality control already attached to it.
For sure.
Which is a really cool piece of it as well, to make it really easy for you to go in and find some great pieces to add to your closet. Correct. So I have to say, I'm trying to make it so that majority of my wardrobe is all thrifted or reused or bought secondhand. That's like my big goal for this year. And I mean, from your standpoint, when people say, you know, what's the number one reason why you would want people to come to your store?
For some women, it can be empowering. You know, they will bring in items with tags still on it, items that they felt would be a good purchase, and then they find that they are not going to wear them. And so they have these new items that have been worn once, twice, a few times, or have tags still on them. And sometimes we're embarrassed that we've spent money on things and feel like it is a waste. And this gives them the opportunity to pass those things along, get some of their money back. And for some of them, they like to use the store credit. Other times, it gives them some cash back in their pocket, and it's reducing waste. And for the customers that come in, they're able to find items that are special, items that sometimes are new or very close to new. And clothing, of course, is you know, part of who we are, when we present ourselves to people, and also the home wares. I have some women that come in and maybe their household is a lower economic household, and they're able to get things for their home or get clothing and that sort of thing, and use their resources as best they can.
Yeah.
With the opportunity.
And I think that's huge. So if you're listening and you'd like to check out the store, you're located in Waitsboro, but Facebook is the best place to get all the info, right?
Yes.
So, and we'll have links over at seemykiss.com for those, and also on our Facebook page today. We'll make sure to tag you. And I mean, I love to go in and do some shopping, so I think it's about time. I would love to do we should do a thrift day.
Yeah,
Thrift with Liz.
That would be great.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah, it's Go Green with Collis and the boutique on Main Street. Christina, Allie, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
you,
you.
Liz.
And let's go green.